Bon, rebonjour et re-bienvenue. Ben, je dirais rebonjour. Bonjour et re-bienvenue, parce qu'on s'est pas encore vu aujourd'hui. À Slay the Princess. Un jeu. Ouais, j'ai un petit peu plus de café ce matin, mais j'en ai encore un autre là, juste au cas où. Le jeu est devenu un petit peu fucké. Là, on recommence, parce que là, on a fini une des branches. Qui était la branche où est-ce que comme on fait un petit peu n'importe quoi, puis on décide de juste pas le faire, puis on s'entête à pas le faire, puis là finalement on fait juste exploser l'univers. Là c'est une des versions. On va juste passer ça, on l'a déjà vu.
You
Là,
make your way up the short path. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this.
Blablabla,
Ignore
là, on
him.
recommence à zéro essentiellement. Fait que proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Aujourd'hui,
The air is still blade.
Aujourd'hui, ce que je veux commencer par faire, il y a deux affaires que je veux voir. Je veux finir cette loop-ci, commencer la deuxième, mais essayer de faire comme j'avais fait, puis juste de m'en aller à la deuxième. Parce que le m'en aller à la première, au début, si je refuse de le faire, c'est là que l'univers se fait juste exploser. Se fait kaléidoscopiser, je sais pas trop comment on pourrait dire ça. On va le take the blade. Puis là, essentiellement, genre, ça a juste pouf, on a vu l'espèce de patente avec la main. On le sait que nous trois, l'espèce de patente avec la main, puis la princesse, puis nous autres, on est comme reliés ensemble. On passe à travers des loops, on fait différentes perspectives. C'est un peu ça le but du jeu aussi. Mais là, je vois qu'est-ce que ça va donner si on revient la deuxième loop.
The door to the basement creaked. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sound. Don't let it fool.
Ouais, on l'a déjà vu, ok. Continue down the
Good.
stairs.
You're still
niaise,
listening
je
to
veux pas niaiser ici, je veux faire pareil comme on a
You
fait la
walk down
première
the
fois.
sheets. Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill-
You step forward.
Oh, I'm probably
Okay.
so.
She's up.
On essaiera d'hésiter la prochaine fois, Slay the Princess.
You lunge forward without. You feel flesh.
Ça, on
This
l'a
is
déjà
it.
vu.
Is it? I'm almost. Do you actually?
It's like she's Yes, but it's over. But is it over?
Of course not, that was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. I really don't, and why shouldn't we? I've told you.
Ah, là, on a les chemins qu'on a déjà fait. Ah, je peux plus le faire, ça? Comment ça, je peux plus le faire? Mais... Pourquoi je peux plus le faire? Alright, well, let's check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
C'est poche, on peut pas refaire les mêmes
Wait.
branches.
What was that?
Oh.
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Oh, ok.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Ok.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I
Okay.
guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close.
Pourquoi?
Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you.
Ce que je comprends pas, c'est pourquoi je peux pas revenir au fantôme.
For
On
whatever
n'avait pas
that's
fini le
worth.
fantôme. Ou on
Everything
a juste
goes
fait
dark,
cette branche-là parce que je
and
l'avais
you
fait.
die.
Chapter 2 de Razor. Ça, je m'attendais à revenir à la
You're on
vie,
a
là.
path in the woods, and at the end of you're here to slay her.
Getting a terrible sense of déjà vu.
A terrible sense of
qu'on a cette
deja
fois-ci.
vu. If he doesn't remember what happened, then...
This whole thing's a crock
Oh,
of
le
shit.
cheated.
She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
On l'a pas déjà vu, lui?
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
More than just déjà vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Ok, fait que ça, on l'a déjà tout vu, fait qu'on peut juste faire proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
On a juste une
Just
dague, là. On
stay
peut pas faire grand
focused and
chose.
you'll be fine.
Proceed into the cabin. Non, ça va être quelle version cette fois-ci?
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Et là, on a le miroir encore. Qui dit anything about the mirror on the wall? Mais ça, on le sait, il va juste nous dire non, il n'y a pas de miroir. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
J'aime vraiment ça qu'on soit comme un...
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate...
Nope. Parce que si je fais le clic droit, c'est pour avancer, puis je fais clic, un right click, ça tombe dans le menu. I'll take the blade,
You
parce
take
que...
the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the...
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Ouais, mais ça, quand même, c'était quid pro quo, là. On l'a tué, elle nous a tués. Moi, ce que je comprends pas, c'est pourquoi je peux pas retourner à la branche du fantôme. Parce qu'on l'a pas fini, la branche du fantôme.
The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's
tout à la
right,
même ligne.
scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Oh, ça, je l'aime pas, cette voix-là.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Oh!
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Non, c'est exactement ça que c'est.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
What the hell?
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
En effet, poc, poc,
What are
poc,
you
poc.
waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
En même temps, c'est toutes les mêmes personnes qui font des voix. Tu sais, c'est la même voix, mais c'est la voix Oui, il y a un petit peu de autotune dedans, là. Mais la voix est complètement différente. If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you?
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Ouais, j'avoue
Just
que...
because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
Ok, ouais.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Ouais, ok.
Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Ça, j'avoue...
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
That's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. No. I'm not gonna let you out of here. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little Birdface thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Birdface.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
You're acting like you are.
My entire world is at risk, and maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Okay. Talk things through. I don't know. I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here? Right now. Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Somebody has to die. Yeah, she has to die. Est-ce que je vais essayer d'explorer les moments où est-ce que comme on... Tu sais, le côté genre... on est contre elle, puis là on va aller voir plus tard les moments où est-ce que... ouais, ok, what do... Non, non, non. Non, nobody has to die. Comme j'aime pas aucun des... Turn and leave, non. Slay the princess. Parce que je veux voir vraiment les... Tu sais, je vais essayer de garder sur le petit narratif, genre on va voir toutes les options quand on se bat.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
What?
Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers at first, then yours.
What?
Hehe.
Ok, c'est la première fois que je vois l'expression faciale versus qu'est-ce qu'elle dit.
What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
What?
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Ouais, je suis d'accord avec lui. Bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Arms Race. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. No,
What?
fuck that. If we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards
hell is
now?
going on?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
Oh,
Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
the hunted.
Good. It's better
The stubborn.
that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction.
Ok,
Right?
bladed hidden in the calf. Je veux dire, elle avait une épée dans la cuisse. Comment tu veux que je me batte
That
contre
can't
ça?
be right, that's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure. You take the blade
take
before
it.
letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Yeah,
I can
ok.
feel the air
Avec
coming
le
out from
miroir, on
behind,
l'a vu aussi à la fin.
stilting of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Comme, je sais pas quoi penser. Le miroir, on l'a vu à la fin avec les many hands, là. Avec l'entité, on va l'appeler. Il y avait un miroir qui nous montrait on est qui. Fait que ça a un rapport avec ça. Wipe the mirror clean, il va
You reach forward
disparaître.
and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
Ben, comme d'habitude.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Fait que je sais pas jusqu'à quel point elle comprend la loupe.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Je suis plus certain que y a le narrateur qui nous parle du monde, mais je pense qu'on est comme dans un closed world. Tu sais, on est comme, je sais pas.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Yeah, exactement.
Your internal bickering is
Jesus
cut short by the
freaking
wet
Christ, what
sound
the hell
of
is this?
slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves.
Je veux dire, le graphique est vraiment on point, là, c'est vraiment cool, mais what the flutch.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
On se bat. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff up her up a bit. There's no reason. Conditionally surrender. We're gonna try and flirting with her. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. You know what? Yeah, screw you.
No, that's a terrible.
A win's a win.
Screw it, we've already died twice. A third is a third. It's bad.
Who cares?
J'étais trop vite là, j'ai cliqué comme, je suis trop énervé là.
Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
Then you skewer yourself. Ow.
Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo! Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Contrarian. On l'a déjà vu lui.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
Je pense que oui, mais que je commence à avoir l'impression que c'est comme un arbre inversé. Tu sais, quand on pogne une branche, quand on commence une branche, comme là, on est rendu assez loin dans cette branche-là que on recommencera pas. Comme, on est juste là.
Nah, we'd know if we died. Right?
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
C'est ça, c'est comme là, ça se met à s'accélérer, puis on revient là, genre, parce qu'on reste pris dans la loupe.
Without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving.
Ah, c'est ça, as long as we
Who
keep
cares
moving.
about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like really, really weird.
Come on, show me something new.
Il y avait... let's try flirting with her. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness sleeps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades.
Oh, voice of the smitten.
There's nothing better than a capable woman.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
What's the point? It's all the same.
Broken.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Fait que c'est comme elle, elle se nourrit aussi de nos interactions,
You
on
see
dirait.
that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. Just panic. Flee.
Oh, paranoid. Tu vois, il y a de plus en plus de blades, là. Au début, il y en a juste un, là, il y en a deux, là, il y en a trois, quatre, là, il y en a comme plusieurs.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Non, on est
Doesn't
pris là, là.
matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
T'as pas le
She's
choix,
going
anyway.
to kill this body either way.
Hey,
So
there we
stop
go. Hello,
feeling
cold.
What it feels.
On l'a déjà vu, lui.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried
Opportunist.
that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
She skewers you.
She skewers you.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need.
She skewers you.
None of this is working. Think.
Elle a comme de plus en plus de...
She skewers you.
Ça va être le titre de
And then
l'épisode. She
everything goes
skewers you.
dark, and you die.
Oh. Chapter 4, Mutually Assured Destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Puis là, tu vois que comme le monde a juste comme la cabine a juste explosé.
What if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead body.
Non.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
Toutes ces voix-là, là, c'est tout le même gars qui fait ça.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Fait qu'elle, elle dépasse, comme on a le monde dans lequel on est, puis elle a l'air de dépasser ça. Comme elle voit pas non plus, elle est comme le narrateur un peu, elle voit pas non plus le monde autour d'elle. Elle est on est dans le basement du cabine, là. Il y a des sharp spikes partout, c'est pas important, c'est le basement du cabine, tu sais.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
No.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you.
Oh, great.
It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Oh. Narrateur qui fout.
You gonna say what she does?
Do you want me to talk now?
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Yeah, me too.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
I don't.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists,
Oh,
splitting
Jesus.
into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All
Oh,
that remains in the
jeez.
center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
So on a notre target.
Are you ready for what comes next?
On a notre target.
Holy shit!
Holy shit indeed.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
That looked painful. How is she still alive?
Là, tout le monde parle. Là.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Into my mind.
What just happened? It's
Whoa.
so quiet.
Oh. Fait que l'endroit où est-ce qu'on est, c'est une représentation aussi de notre psyche à nous. Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Oh. You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, your artery somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Toute la pratique qu'on a eue. The weapons clash again and again, and you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal, neither of you will survive. But neither of you fear what's to come, this is a good ending. Ah! Puis là, les mains l'ont pris. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. Qu'est-ce qui va être différent? You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. Là, on ne voit pas vraiment la différence. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Ah, c'est ça, la dernière fois, c'est l'autre qui était là. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Ouais, c'est ça. Comme notre sens de... notre sense of self qu'on a, qui est juste une illusion, essentiellement. Parce qu'on change constamment. Mais on change de manière tellement petite qu'on s'en rend pas compte. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? No.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Je commence à avoir l'impression qu'on pourra pas tout faire. On pourra pas tout faire les variations. Puis que on a une grosse quantité de variations, puis qu'on a certains qu'on va être capable de choisir à travers le jeu. Puis que c'est ça qui va déterminer la fin. J'ai l'impression, là. Parce que là, le Ghost, je pouvais pas retourner. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? Oh non, je sais pas. Même moi, je sais pas. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Fait que c'est comme si le fantôme, on l'avait déjà fini, c'est poche. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you. C'est
Why
vrai ça.
wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Ça vient me chercher un peu, là, c'est... So you don't have any preference on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Fait que j'ai l'impression que ce que je vais faire, c'est parce que ça c'est le genre de jeu qu'on va le jouer une fois puis qu'il va rester du stock dedans. Fait que je sais pas encore si je vais le laisser là ou si je veux documenter le reste. Faire comme un medley, admettons. J'enregistre une affaire puis si jamais on fait juste comme continuer à enregistrer jusqu'à temps que ce soit fini là. Puis même après ça, je delete, je recommence une nouvelle game complètement. Parce que là, même si on recommence pas tant là. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond.
Alright.
My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Non, c'est correct. J'adore ce jeu-là à date, là. Destroy your body. Je sais pas ce que ça fait, destroy your body. Je pense que ça termine. Ça doit terminer le jeu. Je vais pas le faire tout de suite. Attaque the entity. Non. On va... Je vais pas attaquer l'entity. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Thing goes dark and you die. Hero and the princess. Fait que j'ai l'impression que le...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to slay her.
On recommence. Beaucoup de choses dans mon cerveau présentement, pas assez de café. J'ai l'impression que le ghost, on peut plus le faire parce que j'ai commencé la branche puis que j'ai décidé d'arrêter. Fait que je pense que comme cette version-là, pas finie, elle s'est rendue. C'est rendu, mais on l'a pas vu, genre, en tout cas, je sais pas trop quoi, mais ça, c'est comme fini. C'est ça que j'aime pas, c'est que j'aurais voulu... On était peut-être rendu assez loin, puis là, j'ai comme... abort, là. Fait que là, on lui a donné une perspective que c'était juste comme, essentiellement, un kaléidoscope de plein d'affaires différentes. Pas une mergée ensemble. Puis on lui a donné une perspective où est-ce que c'est essentiellement de la bataille, puis c'est comme une cruelty and joy, là. Là, j'aimerais faire l'inverse, parce qu'au début, je me disais, on va toutes voir les branches qui sont genre antagonistes. Puis non, là, je veux faire autre chose. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way. A warning. She will. We're not
Ça,
going
on
to
l'a
go
déjà
ignore
vu,
him.
là. Proceed into the cabin. Je veux pas prendre la dague.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely. The blade is your implement. You'll need.
Non, enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faint. Her
Je veux faire du
voice
balance, tu sais, je veux
softly
faire un
carries up
balance,
the
là. Je veux pas comme
stairs.
créer un monstre non plus, là.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ah, tu vois, là, la voix est complètement différente, là.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Juste, hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Elle est un... comme le entity nous disait, c'est un vessel of perspective. Fait que là, je viens en paix. Fait qu'elle va être...
You walk down the
C'est
stairs
ça,
and
les
lock
yeux,
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Tu sais, parce que là, on parle nécessairement d'un sorte de multiverse. Ce qui veut dire qu'il y a une infinité de mondes. Donc, ça ne dérange pas qu'est-ce qu'on fait. Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Fait qu'elle a pas vraiment de nom.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Ouais, c'est
Okay,
ça.
that's weird.
Chut! Mon alarme qui me fait peur à chaque fois.
She hadn't even
comme
thought
bien
to pick a
concentré.
name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Non. Non, je veux pas. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
If I'm the first person you've been in here in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Yeah, exactement. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. There's something about you that doesn't feel right. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No. I was hoping you'd tell me. I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Les
At the end of
gros
the
yeux
day,
allumés,
whatever
là.
the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Non, en
I
effet.
don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
So I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up and still isn't worth the risk to retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. Examine the chains. I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Non, mais on va y aller ici, là. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here. Examine the chains. On va y aller le good route, genre. Parce que, tu sais, tout est une... son existence est comme une réaction à ce que je fais. Fait que là, je me dis, si j'essayais d'être vraiment violent avec elle, elle devenait violente. Ben après ça, je me dis, si je suis gentil avec elle, elle va peut-être devenir gentille. Puis anyway, si ça marche pas, on meurt, on recommence. That's it. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Non, bien entendu.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Non.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
En effet.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
En effet.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh.
Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Non, je
I
refuse
heard
la
the
tuer.
door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before
Oh!
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As
Oh,
she rips her
shit.
flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Screw you. Screw you, narrator. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Oh, Jesus.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Who cares?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Come. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises
no.
the blade.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, Jesus. Warn her. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this,
Man,
right?
je vais me battre jusqu'à la fin, là.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Non.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Kill me.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Yep, we'll see each other again.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Shut up, narrator.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again.
On a passé à travers de l'éternité.
Burning pain that slices its way into your body.
On a passé à travers l'éternité, man. Un petit peu de pain.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? Stab wound.
I'm so
Stab wound. Ah, j'ai comme cliqué, mais...
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
No, it's not gonna end like this.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Ah, c'est ça. C'est toutes les mêmes affaires. Puis aussi, t'as des cabines.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Haha.
Excuse me?
Hello, Smitten.
Forget he said anything.
But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
The power of love.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Alright.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Right. On va se laisser là. On va continuer cette branche-là la prochaine fois. J'aime bien où est-ce que le jeu est en train de se transformer, là. Mais ça, sur ça, on va se revoir la prochaine fois pour un autre épisode de Slay the Princess. Au revoir.